Have you ever wondered why you cannot maintain healthy relationships with people? Have you ever wondered why, when it comes to your love life, you just can't get it right? I'm going to share with you why that may be happening. So, hello everybody. Welcome back to It's All Love. Thank you guys for joining me today. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 ways that I healed my father wound. Let's just dive straight into it. So, number 1 was forgiveness. I had to learn how to forgive my father. The reason why I say that you have to learn how to forgive your father is because growing up, your father may have never been taught how to be a father. He may have never been taught how to love you properly as his daughter. And in order for you to actually move on in life, in order for you to maintain healthy relationships with people, in order for you to actually have a positive love life, you're going to have to forgive your father. I know it sounds bad. I know it sounds like, oh, well, oh my God, why me? Woe me. But this is the thing. It's not for you. It's not for him. It's for you. Okay? Always remember that when you are forgiving people, when you are no longer holding resentment in your heart, when you are learning how to actually move on from things that happen to you and hurt you, it's not for them, it's for you. Nobody's saying you have to just forget about it. You have to sweep it under the rug, but you do have to learn how to stop harboring so much resentment in your heart, because it's going to keep you stagnant. Okay. So number 2 is compassion. Why should you have compassion for this person? The reason why is because they were never taught how to be a father. They are still learning. They are on a journey, just like you're on a journey. So having compassion for that person, understanding, patience, grace, all of these things are important. Excuse me. I done already told y'all one of the other ways. So let's get into number 3. Number 3 is patience. Why should I have patience for this person? Because again, they're still learning. They're still growing. When people know better, they do better. Hopefully. Let's just say that. But for the most part, when people know better, they do better. So if you would like to cultivate this relationship, if you want to have a better relationship with your dad, if you want to have a positive relationship with your dad, practice patience. If he's trying, give him a chance. I'm telling you, you're not going to regret it. If you have a trying father in your life who is saying, hey, I know that as when you were younger, I really didn't show up in the ways that I needed to show up, but I want to make it better. I want to unlearn these things with you. I want to overcome my trauma as well. I want to learn how to forgive the people in my life who really didn't show up for me in the ways that I needed them to show up, so I can be a better person towards you. Give them a chance. And if you need to forgive somebody from a distance, if you need to be patient with somebody from a distance, if you need to have compassion for people from a distance, then that's fine. You do not have to just have a strong connection with somebody to practice this stuff. Keep that in mind. That's a disclaimer. Okay. Number 4 is positive energy and respect. Regardless of how you feel about somebody, regardless of, the fact that maybe when you were 7, they stopped coloring with you. These are some of the, I'm using this as an example because I found myself thinking about stuff like this when I was like, oh, he stopped coloring with me, or he stopped taking me to the park. Like, all of those things started having a negative impact on me. And then I was like, you know what? Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. And so now, anytime I'm having a conversation with my dad, I meet it with positive energy. That way, if, it goes negative or it goes left, it's not because of me. Respect. I show him the utmost respect regardless of how I'm feeling, unless it's a situation where I'm being disrespected. I'm not going to let somebody walk all over me regardless of their role in my life. But what I will do is I'm not going to fight fire with fire, and I'm not going to match the energy. I will distance myself. I will create some distance and I will establish some boundaries. But I still practice being respectful towards that person, regardless of me feeling like, oh, they abandoned me, or they're the reason why I have attachment issues, or they're the reason why, I'm codependent. All of these things, it's up to you to decide whether you're going to keep making excuses, whether you're going to allow that to be the reason why you don't have healthy relationships. And when I say relationships, I don't just mean intimate relationships. I mean overall healthy relationships. You have to get to a point where you stop making excuses and you stop holding on to resentment towards people who really didn't even know how to show up for you in the way that you wanted them to show up, because nobody ever taught them. Number 5 is comparing. The reason why I wrote down comparing was because I found myself always comparing my dad to other people's parents. I found myself always saying, oh, I wish, my dad did that, or I wish my dad did that. But it's like, my dad is my dad, and the things that he does and his love languages are different from other people's. And it's still a relationship that I would like to cultivate because I love my dad. So I definitely had to learn how to heal my father wound. So number 6 was have honest conversations with this person if you can. If you're able to talk to your dad, if you're able to sit him down, even if it's just in a public place where y'all having lunch or dinner, and you're like, hey, expressing to him all of the things that you need to express to him, again, in a positive, respectful way. As long as you can do that. As long as you can do it. Having an honest conversation, an open, vulnerable conversation. Always greet it with love also. Don't start off by saying, oh, well, you remember that time you didn't let me go to the monkey bars, and then proceeding with negativity. I don't think people realize like how much a person pushes back when you come into the conversation with negative energy. So I hope that these tips work for you guys. If you're one of those people who you're at a point in your life where you're like, okay, I want to start working on my feminine energy. I want to start regulating my nervous system. I want to start balancing my hormones, because what people fail to realize about this stuff is it affects your everyday mood swings. It affects your hormones. It affects your nervous system. It affects your ability to maintain healthy relationships. It affects your ability to regulate your emotions. I can go on and on and on about it, but I'm just going to stop here. And so what I will do is I will keep making videos in reference to some of the things that I have healed from, in ways you can do the same, ways that may work for you, may not work for you. I will also start making videos about just some I wouldn't even say fun facts, just some facts about how not having a present father will affect you, especially in your feminine energy. How not having a present father will assist in anxiety, depression, not feeling like you're enough, feelings of inadequacy, not knowing how to regulate your emotions, not knowing how to, again, for the 6th, 7th time, maintain healthy relationships with people, not knowing how to communicate, ghosting people, going cold, all of these things. I'm going to start making videos more on this channel, and I hope you guys took some of this and applied it to your everyday life. I will be back. Thank you for joining me.